evil invention in the world contest, I invented a child molesting robot.
I beg your pardon, what?
Oh, I'm sorry, I'll speak up. It's a robot that is designed to molest children. And I call it Robo Chomo. You see, it's powered by solar rechargeable fuel cells, and it costs pennies to manufacture. And it can, theoretically, molest twice as many children as a human molester in, quite frankly, half the time.
Telling you all week about the controversy surrounding President Obama's safe school czar, Kevin Jennings. Tonight, we have new information on that story involving Jennings and his professed admiration for a supporter of the North American Man-Boy Love Association. Now, Jennings is on record having praised Harry Hay, an outspoken supporter of NAMBLA, and not surprisingly, of sexual relationships between young boys and older men. Now, we called Jennings' office for comment on the issue, but we got no response. And joining me now with more details on the story is a former FBI veteran agent who infiltrated the group NAMBLA, and he is also the author of The Last Undercover, the true story of an FBI's dangerous dance with evil. Bob Hamer is with us. Bob, welcome to the program. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks, Sean, for having me. I appreciate it.
All right. Now, you actually joined the group NAMBLA, what, in 2001? Just so people have an idea, before we get to the political controversy, tell us about you infiltrating this group.
Actually, the infiltration was fairly easy. They had a website. I paid $35. I joined the group. They sent me a letter praising me for my courageous step in joining the organization. I began to get emails from them. I was subscribed to their magazine. They started to send me their magazine, but they wouldn't allow me to attend any of their secret underground meetings until I'd been a member for 3 years and had been sponsored by another active duty member.
All right. Well, what is NAMBLA's real agenda? They say publicly that it is to get rid of age consent laws, but it's deeper than that. What did you discover in your years having infiltrated them?
Oh, yeah. They're hiding behind the First Amendment. Ostensibly, they claim that they are designed to abolish age of consent laws. I was in the organization for 3 years. I had attended 2 of their national conferences. I spoke with many of their members. I corresponded with about 175 of their members. At no time during my 3-year infiltration was there ever any discussion about modifying age of consent laws, abolishing age of consent laws. Every conversation that I had was about where to go to have sex with little boys, how they could attract little boys, how they could groom little boys. That was their agenda.
All right, you actually sat through a discussion at one of these seminars that you went to where they talked about, it's almost unimaginable, about sex with an 18-month-old child. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. At one of the conferences that I attended, there was a discussion about that it was actually okay, proper, there was nothing wrong with having oral sex on an 18-month-old boy. The rationale being that little boys, you know, play with themselves, they enjoy touching themselves.
All right.
So the men were actually bringing pleasure to the little boys by committing oral sex.
This is really sick and really twisted. Now, this brings us to the issue of this guy. Who is Harry Hay and his involvement, the guy that Jennings has praised? Who is he?
Harry Hay is a longtime radical. He is sort of a NAMBLA icon. If NAMBLA had a Hall of Fame, he would be in it. In fact, in their 2002, when Harry Hay died, he was on the cover of their magazine, the NAMBLA Bulletin. Harry Hay spoke at NAMBLA conferences. He marched with them when they had when they were more public with their participating in parades and all of that.
All right,
but yeah, Harry Hay.
All right, what do you make then of our safe school czar saying about Harry Hay, you know, and this is him, you know, he was one of the people that always inspired me. What are we to conclude?
Well, absolutely. I mean, he found that Harry Hay was a person he admired, someone that he must have followed the agenda. He knew the agenda of Harry Hay, and he certainly supported Harry Hay. And Harry Hay is a strong advocate of NAMBLA, was a strong advocate before he died in 2002.
And so Jennings had to have known that.
Oh, certainly. Harry Hay didn't hide his support for NAMBLA.
Okay. Bob, thank you for being with us. I understand you also took down 8 of these guys and got them off the street. Thank you for being with us. Appreciate it.
Harry Hay founded the Mattachine Society, the first American gay organization. For more information about the 31 GLBT icons, visit glbthistorymonth.com.
You know what things.
You saying what I think you're saying?
You shouldn't have said anything.
Just pretend you never did.
Nature has cunning ways of finding our weakest.